Subscribe to Feminism in India for your dose of intersectional feminist content and make sure to hit the bell icon to get all the latest updates.
Here's your wrap of news for the week gone by. A 65-year-old man identified as a religious leader died by suicide near the Singhu border, where farmers have been protesting for over 20 days on Wednesday. In a purported suicide note, Sant Baba Ram Singh said he was pained by the plight of farmers. "I'm unable to bear the plight of the farmers. Tolerating a crime is as bad as causing it. Several people have made sacrifices for their cause," said the note. Farmers from Punjab, Haryana and UP have been protesting against the new farm bills outside the national capital since November 25th. Cartoonist Rachita Taneja has been given contempt notices by the Supreme Court and asked to respond in 6 weeks for her criticism of the top court in illustrations. In her tweets, Rachita Taneja made a cartoon on the Supreme Court granting bail to Arnab Goswami. There were other illustrations as well where the top court was mentioned. The nod from the Attorney General came in response to an appeal from a law student. While stating that it's the prerogative of the central government to constitute a new division for transgender persons, the central government has submitted before the Kerala High Court that as of now, only male and female genders are allowed entry to National Cadet Corps and armed forces, and there's no provision in law allowing entry of transgender persons to the same. This submission has been made by Lieutenant Colonel Prem Chand Jha by way of filing an affidavit before the Kerala High Court. Protests after the 2012 Nirbhaya gang rape led to a 27% increase in reporting of cases of violence against women, a new study found. It also found that the time lag between the occurrence of the case and filing a complaint with the police came down by 15%. The study by independent researcher Abhilasha Sahai examined crime data from all districts in India for the period 2001 to 2018 as recorded by NCRB. According to an index prepared by the Bhubaneswar-based Centre for Land Governance, on average, 12.9% Indian women hold land. The index ranks states in terms of women holding land rights in percentage points. Lakshadweep and Meghalaya are the best amongst all 35 states and union territories at providing land rights to women. Punjab and West Bengal are the worst. In the southern states, 15.4% of women hold land, and in the northeast, 14.1%.